Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome everybody, welcome in to the Mythical Education broadcast. My name is Trevor. I will be your host today. This morning we're going to be going over the actual Skinwalkers themselves, and then in the afternoon we will be playing Skinwalker Hunter, the meme game. So to start out with, we're going to go over kind of a little bit of an article from the Legends of America. In the Navajo culture, a skinwalker is a type of harmful witch that has the ability to possess this or disguise themselves as any animal. And we will find out later that they have a little bit more disguise power than we think they do as far as the Navajo culture goes. The witch is called not gonna insult them by trying to pronounce that, by the Navajo, which translates to "with it he goes on all fours." It is just one of several types of Navajo witches and is considered the most volatile and dangerous. For the Navajo people, witchcraft is just another part of the spirituality and one of the ways of their lives. As such, witchcraft has long been a part of their culture, history, and traditions. Witches exist alongside humans and are not supernaturals. This basically meaning like the witch doctors that would help them cure themselves and things like that, and the things that they would pray to. I'm getting way down here to where like that's some fucking crazy stuff right here. We'll go over that in a minute. But what I would love to do is there are some videos and some TikToks that I want to go over later that are like fucking crazy. These knowledge of powers is passed down from elders to through the generations. The Navajo are part of a larger culture area, are a part of a larger culture area that also includes the Pueblo people, Apache, Hopi, excuse me, the Ute, and other groups that are also their own versions of Skinwalker, but each includes a malevolent witch capable of transforming itself into an animal. Along these tribes, a number of stories and descriptions have been told throughout the years about the Skinwalkers. Somewhere along this whole article, it's got to mention something about them being able to transform into humans. Sometimes these witches evolved into from living their lives as respected healers and spiritual guides, like I mentioned, witch doctors and things like that, who later chose to use their powers for evil. Though they can either be male or female, they are more often male. They walk freely among the tribe during the day and secretly transform under the cover of night, like a werewolf. In order to become a Skinwalker, he or she must be initiated by a secret society. Oh, that's gonna light some people's fires. A secret society that requires the evilest of deeds, the killing of a close family member, most often a sibling. After this task has been completed, the individual then acquires supernatural powers. I don't think that's how it works, which gives them the ability to shapeshift into animals. This is like the same kind of justification that like devil worshippers give, right? Like if I sacrifice this thing to a certain entity, I will gain certain powers or certain privileges on the back end of said sacrifice, right? Or said life, right? Like that's their justification for doing it. Most often they're seen as in the form of coyotes, wolves, foxes, cougars, dogs, and bears. Yeah, they then wear the skins of the animals to transform into, hence the name Skinwalker. Sometimes they also wore animal skulls and antlers atop their heads, which brought them more power. They choose the animal they wanted to turn into, depending on the abilities needed for the particular task, such as speed, strength, endurance, strength, claws, and teeth, etc. Because of this, the Navajo consider it taboo for its members to wear any pelt of a predatory animal. However, sheepskin, leather, and buckskin are acceptable, maybe because they're not predatory animals. The Skinwalkers are also able to take possession of the bodies of human victims. Yes, this is where we get into the good shit. Skinwalkers are also able to take possession of the bodies of their victims, human victims, excuse me, if a person locks eyes with them. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's so cool. After taking control, the witch can make its victims do and say things they wouldn't otherwise. The evil society of witches gather in the dark caves or selected places from several purposes to initiate new members, plot their activities, harm people from a distance with black magic, and perform dark ceremonial rites. Perform dark ceremonial rituals. These ceremonies were similar to other tribe affairs, including dancing, feast rituals, sand painting, and were corrupted with dark connotations. Evil doers are said to engage in necrophilia, with female corpses, commit cannibalism, incest. Okay, we're just checking off all the boxes, and grave robberies. During these gatherings, Skinwalkers shapeshift into animal forms or go naked, wearing only beaded jewelry and ceremonial paint. Their leader, the Skinwalkers, is usually an old man who's very powerful and a long-lived skinwalker. Fuck, that's crazy. Number of ways to know if a skinwalker is near. They make sounds around homes, such as knocking on windows, banging on walls, scraping noises on the roof. On some occasions, they have even spied peering through windows. Have even been spot. I think he meant to say spotted peering through windows. More often, they appear in front of vehicles in hopes of causing a serious accident. That's something we'll kind of get into now. It just says that in addition to being able to shapeshift, a skinwalker is also in control of the creatures at night, such as wolves and owls, to make them do its bidding. There's some able call up spirits to dead, reanimate corpses to attack their enemies. Basically necromancy. Because of this, the Indians rarely ventured out alone, especially at night, I'm guessing. Okay, the Navajo Nation themselves have deemed that the four corners of America, which we talked about, if you guys remember, with the underground laboratory in New Mexico, being that the four corners were charged with some kind of supernatural energy. The Navajo Nation does claim to be on the four corners themselves. Doesn't look like they're maybe touching in Colorado. I don't know. I can't zoom in that far without it being like a weird picture, but it looks like yeah, it looks like the Colorado is kind of where they drew the line there. But this is weird because the most you hear about skinwalkers is around like the Appalachian Mountains. That's like the place that you hear about it the most. And in fact, I think a bunch of the videos we're going to see today are in the Appalachian Mountains around this area. It has nothing to do with the Rocky Mountains over here. Although, I don't know, maybe the mountains do have something to do with it. Oh, this is going to fucking put me on a watch list for sure. I searched up Skinwalker TikTok. But for now, we're going to get into a little bit of a deep dive into TikTok, which is going to be fucking great. I love this. I love, more than anything, going down a rabbit hole on videos. It's the fucking greatest thing. But let me turn, what the fuck happened to the volume? Hello, mom, dad, volume? Oh, there. Let's turn this down in case you're yelling. We're good.
He'd be big in a couple years. Something's wrong with him.
So yeah, something is wrong with him, but the problem is that I think he's just sick or something. Because you can see right here, as they said in the article back here, they have human eyes when they're in animal form and animal eyes when they're in human form, right? So this is very much consistent with a deer eye, because he's got a blue. Because remember, they talked about how they would shine a light on them when they were in skinwalker form, when they were in animal form, and their eyes would show up red. So this isn't consistent with what we know, and this isn't the only source I've heard this from, by the way. I'm just using it as a source right now. I think this has some kind of virus or something, because it goes up here. Look at it, it's kind of wonky running, and then it just ran into a car.
Oh my God! Look at him.
You know, it looks awkward. It looks lame.
I wonder if he may have that disease.
Yep.
That CWD. Chronic wasting disease. Something,
Yeah, chronic wasting disease. That's what I was thinking of. So that was one of them. That's not, I don't think that's a skinwalker by any means. Terrifying video of a skinwalker. Let's see it. Okay, obviously take it with a grain of salt. This is fake as fuck. Yeah, this is fake as fuck, but or even a parasite. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That there was a parasite that like takes over deer's ears, isn't it? Or like it goes in the ear. Okay, it's gonna point out something right here. Obviously, that's it. But like, that's so fucked up, man. Obviously, that's fake. That's not real. But that's funny. Oh, this is that. Okay, this is a video. I think I've shown this video before of the skinwalker calling out. This is also, I think this has been used as a baiting video, but also as a video for Bigfoot as well, right? Like he's mimicking humans. It's screaming help. Okay, and you can see it right here on the ridge line. I don't know if you guys see that or not, if the resolution's high enough, but yeah, you can see it right here on the ridge line. And it's just yelling. That's just staring at him too. That shit's trying to fucking have a it's facing towards you, and I think it's staring at you. I mean, that's that's like how somebody would look if you use them as like a scarecrow. That shit looked like Jeepers Creepers type shit. Look at it. It's like moving like a scarecrow, you know what I'm saying? Like in the wind. Fuck that, dude. Oh, is this one where I think I've seen this one before, where they chase, it comes out and like it chases a horse, I'm pretty sure.
It's coming in from planting this trail cameras.
Let me turn this down. Shit's loud.
Everywhere. It's odd.
I'm pretty sure it comes out and chases a horse. Yep. Okay, so that is something that's very consistent with Skinwalkers, and something I always say with Skinwalkers is that when you hear your name or hear somebody calling out to you in the woods, you didn't hear it. You don't move to it, you don't go to it, you fucking turn around and you go back where you fucking came from, because that shit's gonna chase you where you came from. Yep.
Looked almost like a coyote run right across here.
And you got it. Yep. Sorry, I talked.
Run right across here.
I don't know. It could be a baby deer. That could be a baby deer. Hang on. Let's hear that again.
It's like a coyote run right across here.
Or like a baby sheep. It sounds like a baby sheep. Like a, you know what I mean? Yep.
That sounded like a kid.
That didn't sound like a kid.
Or a goat.
Yep. Okay, that sounded more like hay. Yeah, it did sound like a baa, but that second one sounded like an actual kid, or somebody saying hey to him. This is the other side of the spectrum, right? Where it's like I don't know if this is like even credible or like what is going on here. This could be somebody who just like who's seen one too many, and they live in like, this looks like Arkansas area, you know? This looks like Appalachian Mountains. But yeah, there's a horse that says, some of y'all didn't believe me when I said that this horse was a skinwalker.
Believe me when I said this was a skinwalker.
Guys, I don't know if you guys can see this comment or not behind my fucking fat ass head, but there's a comment here that says, guys, the grass is a skinwalker. I'm telling you, not everything's a skinwalker, all right?
What kind of horse comes right up to you like this? And look at the legs. It only has 3.
No, you can see one leg right there. This one is up, like it's running. You know what I'm saying? That one's up because it's like, it's fucking blop, 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 blop. And then that's the back leg right there, and then that's the other back leg.
Some of y'all didn't.
Yeah, that's not credible at all. It behooves them to say, yeah, this is a skinwalker, because they'll get views for it. You know what I mean? Like, it behooves them. They'll do their damnedest to be like, oh, this is a fucking skinwalker. Keep watching. You know, I'm not down for that. This is a video I keep referring to. Okay, this guy right here, I believe he calls them by name. I'm pretty sure. But these guys right here, let me set the tone here. These guys right here who are filming are on, I believe, a 4-wheeler or a dirt bike. They're on a trail in the mountains together. They're both riding either a 4-wheeler or a dirt bike, and they're just filming it for fun. This guy just happens to be out in the woods. No fucking shirt, only pants on, okay? And what you guys will see is he will approach them, and then they will take off, and then he will go down into the form that we know a skinwalker to have, which is the long arms, long legs, and then fucking running at you. I'm getting goosebumps. This is a video that I have referenced in the past before that I'm super happy I found.
How you doing? Oh.
You can hear it. It sounds like Men in Black, like the more sugar guy. You know what I'm talking about? Like if you were to mimic a human, like a man voice, like, but you didn't know what a man voice was, or like you didn't know how to go about it, like, hey, you know what I mean? It sounds like a bad mimic.
This cruisers, man.
See, it goes down into all fours, and then the two of them take off. See it? That's so fucking creepy. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. You see it turning its head sideways and shit, and to keep its eyes on them. Oh yeah.
What's up, dude?
And here you go. He hisses at him. Now watch. You can see his arms get longer. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. This is so fucking cool. Yeah, they're on a motorcycle, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, they didn't get the chase afterwards. There's a fucking whole ass half to that video. Yeah, the roach dude. You know who I'm talking about, the more sugar dude. No. Magically. Yep. Magically. You know what I like to do when I drive at night and on a one-way road? I like to film that shit, dude, with a camera in my hand while I'm driving at night in the middle of a road. She conveniently knew where to point the camera. That's what I'm saying. I don't believe in this many coincidences. Like, come on, man. I too like to do that. By the way, kind of fucked up. Like, if this guy right here, you got to think this car's going at least 60, right? This thing's going, no, it's not. It's not going that fast. It's going slow as fuck. All right, this thing's going like 10 miles per hour. Never mind. I'm not going to give him that much credit, but the boy's fast. All right. That dude ran track somewhere. Okay. And he looked, I conveniently stopped it when he looks like a fucking stop sign. I like that crossing sign. You know what I'm talking about? This dude's got wheels though. Okay. This dude's got wheels. Cause even though this car's going 10 miles per hour, you know, this dude's thinking this bitch is going to hit me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm doing this for internet clout. This is where it goes wrong. Somebody's going to hit me. I'm telling you, bad haircuts are a gateway drug to becoming a cryptid. Okay. You heard it here first. Bad haircuts will make you cryptids. All right. They're a gateway drug. I don't know if this is real or not. This is Amarillo Zoo security footage at 1:25 a.m. apparently. I mean, that's a pretty convincing thing down there. No sign of vandalism. As of now, identified figures unidentified and city officials are asking for help identifying what this could be. Looks like a wolf. Yeah. Yeah, that one's pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Yeah. Looks like a gigantic Sonic. Okay. All right. Alrighty. We're just going to move straight into it, boys, ladies, gentlemen. Let's go skinwalker hunting. Yes.